In today's video, I want to talk about the history of LEGO Fortnite flying vehicles. We're gonna look way back to the OG designs before we had swivels, channels, or even driving seats. Yeah, I used a bed because I didn't have a driving seat and I was tired of falling off my ship. I started recording this video before we got the new Zeppelin pieces, so once we get that all figured out and you guys come up with new designs, I will make a part 2 because I'm sure you guys are gonna come up with so many cool new designs. Before we get to the OG designs, let's start with the most modern ones and work our way backwards. Nose control was brought to my attention by the Mad Puck. He's been using it a lot for his X-Wings, Y-Wings, TIE Fighters. It works very similar to an actual airplane, where you would use the regular back thrusters to go forward, and if you want to turn, you'd first put the ship into a roll, then you'd bring the nose up to curve around. While this system does use all 4 channels, it gives you a lot of control over the movement of your aircraft, allowing you to fly anywhere, including all the way up to build limit, because you're relying on thruster power and not balloon lift. The next one uses swivels, which are currently broken, but with editing, we can fix it. Ta-da! I think we should call this flywheel-activated rotational turning, or FART for short. Other people call it sandwich steering because it kind of looks like a sandwich. What's really cool about this setup is that the swivel doesn't use the regular 4 channels. This gives you 3 free ones, or allows you to make a ship that does not require a wrench to set up. If you want to see 2 examples, I made a ship called the Easy and another called the Scoot because it kind of looks like a baby turtle. This next design is by Monkey Stone. He made a video in which he called it the Dream Ship. It's a really cool build. I'll do more testing on this one once swivels are fixed. Here's how it works. When the swivel's on the right side, it would allow the ship to turn left. When it's rotated to the left side, it would turn right. When pointing down, it'll go forward. This one might be a really good early game solution since it doesn't require a wrench to set up. I'm gonna call this one tiller or motorboat steering. It functions just like the tiller on the back of a motorboat. If you want it to have more stability, you can sandwich it between 2 swivels. While I personally haven't used this one, I have seen Kaboom 2084 playing around with this design. The next 3 do not use jets for movement. This one is called Swivel Propulsion. Anyone who's played with a swivel knows that bending it causes the vehicle to drift to one side. This design gives it a specific direction to drift, but is very dangerous to use as there's no off switch, so if you fall off your seat, your vehicle will never come back. This one's called Launchpad Propulsion. It no longer works, but back in the day, you could fly across the map with one of these. This one's called Balloon Propulsion, or should I say was called Balloon Propulsion? It was removed in update 33.30. Usually, when you activate a balloon, it breaks whatever it touches, with the exception of these fender pieces and players. This fantastic glitch was unfortunately removed when the underlying code was changed. They did let us keep player launchers, and upgraded the regular launch pads to go to the same height. This next one I'm going to call tank steering. You can activate a left and right channel to go forward, or individually to turn left and right. This setup is resource friendly and leaves the other 2 channels to do all kinds of shenanigans. I use this thruster arrangement for both the spatula and X-Wing design. This next setup is probably the most common. It uses small jets in the front for left and right steering and large ones in the back for going forward. This combination was used for the multi-purpose speeder and Lucky Llama ship that I made. Let's look at some of the OG ship designs. This one's called manual labor. You just push a block to get your ship to move, but no one really used it. For my research, I saw several people calling these independent thruster ships. You just put a pod inside of a cage and hoped it didn't fly out. This one's called the thruster punch ship. To change directions, you punched the thruster and you moved it to a different side. Unfortunately, the pickup radius used to be so tiny that sometimes you wouldn't catch the resources, or it might just not give you your resources back. A better alternative was to use weight steering. Instead of braking and moving a thruster, you would just use a staircase. Put it off to one side and the ship would turn that direction. The cost was only a couple wood every time you needed to make a turn. This video was focused on flying ships, so I did not cover monorails or our stairways to heaven. If there's any other ship designs I missed, let me know. Thanks for watching.